Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья. Рад вас всех сегодня видеть. И мы возрождаем тихонечко старую рубрику, с которой когда-то начинали кинцо на ночь. Суть рубрики состоит в том, что мы проходим игры, которые можно вполне себе считать кинцом. Такие, как до этого проходили Life is Strange, такие, как Wolf Among Us, и такие вот интерактивные квесты, в которых как таковое рассказывается какая-то история, и действий требуется, в принципе, особо минимум. Ну, а так как все-таки кинцо нужно смотреть, то я показываю игру, и ее, в принципе, не комментирую. Периодически делая какие-то паузы для общения с вами. Так что вот такие вот дела. И так как кинцо надо смотреть, его надо именно смотреть. И я считаю, что комментировать тут особо, да и говорить что-то не стоит. Так что чатик я, в принципе, вижу, за ним я слежу, но говорить я буду ровным счетом минимум. Здравствуй, Лакримор. Окей, доктор-врач. После стрима, ну или завтра, окей. Что ж, ну я думаю, потихонечку начнем, ребят. Сегодня у нас первая глава Back to the Future. Долго до нее добирался и наконец-таки добрался. И пойдем смотреть.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine made out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuit. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa, deja vu. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake!
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late! Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just... Remembering.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kinda like Doc. Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh, ha. But really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Seems kinda empty without the courthouse. Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything. Seems kinda empty without the courthouse.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Seems kinda empty without the courthouse.
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Hey, Biff. I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
Never mind. Looks like a hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning-powered pencil sharpener. Let's make some noise. It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out. It's gonna pick it up for pennies. I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow... I'll probably never know what this is for. wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Sorry, Marty.
Hey, Biff. Never mind. Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for
Biff, I thought I...
Oh, right. Sure thing. I was just... Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Hey, Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me.
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. Yeah, he found it first, but...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something. I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff-Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you? Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Marty?
Ah!
Marty? To say risky land, maybe.
He's in trouble.
Marty, relying on you to do it again. To whatever it is.
That's it?
Just go to the date.
Right. Oh. What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. Nah. I don't think so. This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff. This notebook has all of Doc's... I'd better make sure... And by... What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Maybe not.
A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Здравствуйте, ребят, те, кто недавно подошел. И нет, я не включил ничей летсплей. Хватит разводить тут какую-то непонятную вакханалию. Дайте потупить. Почему сразу чей-то, блин, летсплей? Устроили здесь. Непонятно что. Так что нет, это не летсплей, значит продолжаем смотреть.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them. Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Я понял одно, с геймпадом играть в нее это больно. А с мышкой тоже.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
U! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
I don't want to record them right now. Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out! Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Какая милая старушка. Просто до безумия. Может, все-таки можно взять газетку?
I told you not to touch those!
Можешь, ты ж нехорошая бабушка.
That tea's never gonna boil. That tea's never gonna boil. Miss Pretty Whiskers? Miss Pretty Whiskers? Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing. Jeez, they all...
What's that?
Nothing. I didn't even know they gave out trophies for best litter columnist. Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that? Oh, the candy looks older than I am. Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Какие великолепные батареи. Так, газеты. Нам срочно нужны газеты.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Huh, nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. All right, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
I remember the flames so clearly. The demon spirits went up so clean and blue. Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? Don't let me keep you from... Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But...
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while. That tea's never gonna boil.
There's no...
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on... I don't even know where to start looking for clues.
Будем искать дальше.
October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for... October 28th, 19... I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down.
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly.
I guess I'm stuck here. The candy looks older than I am.
Угу.
That's what you get with these cheap, foreign-made kettles. But trying to find an American one nowadays... ugh.
If I knew when the...
Все, бабушка. Уходи, чайник вскипел.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Да-да. Батарея закипела, иди смотри чайник. А теперь мы юзаем бинокль, и там лежит книжка
Hey,
с
mind if I
обзором.
use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
— 1932 год.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Бабушка, уходи. Господи, сколько ее гонять-то можно. Сидела бы она просто на кухне и не рыпалась, было бы намного лучше. Так, мы знаем про 1932
Let's
год.
see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein? Time circuits, on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
точно приехали.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's... Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc. I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Bob.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Ну, злые все какие-то.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Wow, looks like they used a real shark. Where is the jail in 1931 anyway? Hey, how you doing, Einie? Lamont's House of Ermine. I guess there's not much call for fur coats in the middle of the Depression, especially in June. Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors. Bank of Italy? Hello?
No solicitors!
I can sightsee later. Right now, I've got to find the dock.
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Вот и полицейский участок.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan? Right. But what?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Фейдуин, это начало, это первая глава. Это вот самое-самое, в принципе, начало игры.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet, I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Угу. Ну, все по канону. Всю игру делали на движке кокаине, керением, ЛСД. Да не думаю, что все так плохо, доктор Урич. Игра-то старенькая.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Здорово, Альбатрос.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years. Okay. Hey, never mind.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
В принципе, нам здесь ловить больше нечего, да?
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Что надо в здание суда. А что нам делать в здании суда? Нам надо искать Дока. И, видимо, вот это и есть здание суда. Что ж, управление-то такое дебильное.
Young Doc's in the courthouse. I hope I'll be able to recognize him.
Давай шенигами спокойно.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Собака и ничего нового. Значит, у нас только здание суда, у нас вариантов особых больше нет.
Touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than...
В смысле левых движений?
What am I missing here? Or do we take H as the linear line up? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of...
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. But how many newtons are required?
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Не Soul Hunter поход делал, тут ничего нельзя, поэтому это в принципе и есть кинцо. То есть все рельсовое.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Классно камера встала. Просто великолепно.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty. Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most seen. I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Но говорить-то с ним больше не о чем.
Emmett, about your...
In that case, h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a.
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a real... hasn't invented yet.
Фиг его знает, окей.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Now if h stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally h to the a multiplied by the inverse.
Он, видимо, так и будет туда-сюда ходить.
Man, young Doc mumbles even more than old Doc. Wow, looks like they used a... I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. I better not go back in there. They're angry, and they've got scissors. I don't need anything in there, and I don't have any money. Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Так, пошли мучить молодого Дока.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Scene. The only people scared. I don't have a dark.
Emmett.
Age expectation value, but only if the. Coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Now, if H stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H2 of A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than...
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Так, и как можно заставить подвести молодого Эммета к старому? Окей. Угу. У меня же есть
Never be able to
диктофон,
remember
точняк.
what young Doc's mumbling about.
То это меня. Вот это шикарно просто. Во.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Я не хочу с ним разговаривать.
About your...
Force equals mass times acceleration. Of course, that's... Oh, by the inverse of A, It's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed relative to the speed of...
Так, запись есть.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal...
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office! I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Здорово, Грим.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, you mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You could meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over-eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Так, и что нам надо?
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
I know a place with the Stay Sober Society.
Oh?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The Stay Sober Society.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little while. And we wouldn't want them eating cold soup.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Так, может мы в супнице узнаем, кому нужна доставка супа. Хотя, я думаю, здесь навряд ли. Что нам вообще нужно?
Hey, Q-Ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Грим, я же с тобой поздоровался, когда ты пришел.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Can I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color? Hmm.
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. There's no way I'm going to keep that door open without some help.
Eureka!
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Mind if I look around?
No.
Так, суп. Поесть суп, сказать, что ему надо делать. После этого быстренько прокрасться, забрать бочонок и свалить.
Okay, I've got some more ideas.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried... more paprika?
More?
Why not?
Так, чувак, иди добавляй перца. Отпустите камеру, пусть идет добавляет перца. Получается, пока он варит, быстро прокрасться. Поменять один бочонок с другим.
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right, that might explain the elevator. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids Goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. We'll score that.
I'll keep cogitating.
Дверь он подпер. От этого легче жить не стало. Здесь пройти нельзя.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow. Nice bike. Huffy?
Huffy? I'm not huffy. I'm passionate. Passionate about justice, safety, law, and order.
Never mind. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Дом престарелых, больница. Давайте все
The orphanage.
They've already got all the soup they can handle.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Farm for Unwanted Children.
No, they've already received.
You asked me to... The rest home.
No, it's way past their bedtime.
Господи, да кому тогда нужен этот суп-то? Господи Иисусе.
The
Психбольница?
insane asylum.
No, too much soup makes them nervous.
You asked me to...
Does somebody need a visit from my soup?
Never mind, I'm wrong. The...
Certainly not.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running.
Does somebody need a...
Stay sober.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're really polite.
We don't know that.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
Think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent. This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah.
Так, помогите им то, документы, Артур Макфлай, окей. Что нам говорят? И ни хрена нам не говорят.
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
My mistake.
Yeah, you're a mistake, all right, meathead.
Окей.
Keep it. Well, you're gonna...
come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar, and it don't necessarily involve staying sober.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut ball.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some... Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
Оно всегда работало. А это всегда работает.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Это уже легче не становится. Так, шляпа. Повестка, шляпа.
This hat belongs to my grandfather.
Шляпа, мужик.
This hat belongs to my grandfather. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Окей, давайте поговорим с Эмметом.
Emmett.
Yes?
Don't worry, Emmett.
Нет, с Эмметом мы не поговорим. Эйнштейн. Нам нужен Эйнштейн. Куда он ее засунул? В великий фантомный вакуумный карман?
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Что-то мне это напоминает.
Deja vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
Доктор-врач, кто о чем? Здравствуй, Эланир.
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
Вытаскиваем его еще раз.
What now?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena. It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry.
Бляха-муха, ты спустишься или нет? Ну да, представители закона, вариантов не осталось. Хрен ли еще делать?
What now?
Need any help?
Never mind. It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word. Sorry.
На шляпу не реагирует, на это не реагирует. Угу. Получить кое-что в центре города, окей. Так, значит идем в... Стоп, так у меня есть шляпа. Не-не-не, стоять, шляпу я уже взял. Но на шляпу он не хочет реагировать.
What now?
Жрать хотел, суп ему принести. Ну... Ай, нет, кнопка инвентарь. Суп оттуда вроде как вынести нельзя.
Arthur's already a little freaked out. I think showing him a picture of his yet-to-be-born son could turn him into a vegetable.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
Может, все-таки он рокнет на шляпу?
Someone's playing tricks on me.
I don't think that would be interested in Arthur's hat. Tannen's not too bright.
Так, выходи и давай-ка мы тебе вручим шляпу.
What now?
Я ему не отдам шляпу. Да покажи ты ему просто эту шляпу и все, и он сам спустится за этой
I'll
долбаной...
give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Господи, ты просто покажи шляпу, он сам спустится. Ладно, пошли отсюда. Пойдем попробуем супу достать. Только вопрос в том, как достать этого супа.
What is it, kid?
What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
His speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the... Just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not-so-well-to-do. And no other purposes whatsoever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
Brown residents?
Emmett.
Yes? If you say so.
Ну-ка, если дать шляпу этому парню, я думаю, это не получится, да? Ай, куда, стой? Бляха, мог бы шляпу взять.
This hat belongs to my grandfather.
Суп взять нельзя. А, нет, стоп. Блин, постучать. Нет, постучать тоже не получится.
Tannen's not too bright. Maybe I could trick him into dragging Grandpa out in the open. You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do this to people.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
We'll get that subpoena delivered.
О, ни хрена не понимаю. Доктор врач, дверь на кухню открывать, чтобы она подперла столы, и когда мы тогда тырили бочку, чтобы бочки ударились об эти столы, видимо, они улетели куда-то. Ну, в теории, по крайней мере. У меня теория такая.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches!
Угу. Опять та же история.
Down from there, you son of a bitch!
I don't think they're in a talkative mood right now.
That's an order!
I don't think they're in a
Don't make
talkative
me
mood
angry,
right now.
Smucko! Get down here and face the music!
Einstein! Help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy nut!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
И нам-то ровным счетом дало ничего. Контора адвокатов. Ну-ка, а теперь на зубах.
Jeez, why are the tannins always so loud? Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Короче, ясно, в банке нам ловить нечего, здесь ловить нечего.
I don't need anything in there, and I don't have any money.
Hey! Hey!
И он опять же сюда залезет, да? И опять нам... Я не знаю, может шляпку им показать? Карандаш висит в воздухе. Окей,
You
давайте
can't get away that easy.
покажем.
Nobody
No
puts one
way.
over
We're
on
too hard to
Tintin and
get
lives
it.
to tell about it. You're
I don't
dead
think they're in a
twerp.
talkative mood right
Better
now.
start composing your epitaph now,
I don't think
'cause
they're
I'm
in a
gonna carve
talkative
it into
mood
your
right now.
face in bullets.
Я не понимаю.
Get down here.
Einie!
Look out, boss. It's that crazy mud again.
I can't believe you lost him again.
Не-не-не-не-не, к ним мы не пойдем, потому что как только мы туда подойдем, сразу они опять за нами побегут, и начнется срань господня. И Конштейну тоже идти смысла нет. Господи, да что нам надо-то? конечно, надо поговорить с Эмметом. Надо просто поговорить с Эмметом. Это
Jeez,
должно
why the
решить часть
Tannins
проблем.
always so loud and stupid?
А, нет, стоп. Эммет.
Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
Guess what? In order to free up your younger self to complete the rocket drill, I'm gonna have to serve my own grandfather with a subpoena.
Great Scott!
Actually, his name's Arthur. He's Kid Tannin's accountant.
Marty, whatever you do, it's vitally important that you don't alter your grandfather's future in any meaningful way. The consequences...
Could be catastrophic. I know, got it. Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What's the story with this Kid Tannin jerk, anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Здравствуй, Крокодил Ген, Сул Хантер. Ну, подскажи, я не знаю, мой мозг уже ни хрена не работает. Я не понимаю, что от меня здесь хотят. Что слабо? Что ты там такое скинул? Как же мне не хочется сворачиваться лишний раз. Понимаешь, в чем проблема? Скрин великолепного размера. Не видно ни хрена. Вот совсем ни хрена. Я понял, что это что-то связанное с банишетом, но не видно ни хрена. Использую диктофон.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
What now?
I don't think Arthur would respond to that recording. He only listens to Tannen.
Сложно микроскоп найти. Да, сложно. Очень. То есть мне каким-то местом надо записать Таннена.
Jeez, why are the Tannins always so loud and stupid?
Hey! Hey!
You're only making it worse for... What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
Спасибо, Сулгандер.
Down from there, you...
Hey, Einie!
Look out, boss. It's that crazy...
I can't believe you lost him.
Три дебила и собака. Вроде банально, Soul Hunter.
I hope
Почему
Arthur's
слово
still where I
«вроде»?
left him.
What now?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Hey!
Ну, бляха-муха.
Maybe I should have led with the subpoena.
Да-да, я понял,
What
понял,
now?
понял. Так, диктофон, иди сюда.
It's Kid. Where's Kid?
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid, stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
А шляпу вернуть?
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
If you know what called, someday you are going to know. You will have to learn.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me.
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
If you know what called, someday you are going to know.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
People don't. If you know what called,
maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
Someday you are going to know.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
You have children, and you will look with all. I don't. Yes, my son.
You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
Get older. Hope someday you have.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Yes, my son.
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
Да нет, я ж выбрал другой, ну ты чё?
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man. Someday...
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
The Von Brauns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man.
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
What are they feeding you in that school?
Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
Law? What use is a microorganism for law?
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son. Someday...
Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
Calm down.
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself?
Pressure? Child, you don't know anything about pressure.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Why do you keep bellowing like that?
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Your ancestors are spinning.
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Stop being such a crank! If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat...
Бляха-муха, еще быстрее надо.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Окей.
Why are you always bellowing at me? By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. Pressuring me to be something I'm not. You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Там же было покормил.
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Бляха-муха.
Law? What use is a microorganism for law? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
Да ёп, долбаный геймпад. Где мышка? Все, монахи геймпад.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Why must you always scatter condescension my way? Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
Слишком быстро. Просто слишком быстро. Диалоги просто такие вот быстрее, чем успевает сделать действие.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside? Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this?
А, раздуваешь.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Why are you always bellowing at me?
Не, Soul Hunter, запоминай, здесь не работает, потому что они рандомно постоянно, они разные все.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Безумие.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... Oh! Oh! What? Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I
can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the patent office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted, suspect slain, and they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now? There's no way Ed and his bike is gonna be fast enough to catch up with that paddy wagon. Or is there? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
Реактивный велосипед? Почему нет?
Alright, I'm coming, Doc. Doc, I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Замечательно.
I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. What's he doing here? I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. Keys. How do I get him? Keys. The window's shut tight. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would... No good. The window's shut.
Так.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Это понятно. Просто капитана очевидности.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those curves! What are you trying to do? Kill me? I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me. You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Oh!
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
И поехали.
This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Got any ideas?
Nothing, but none of them are applicable to this situation.
The throttle.
What? Oh!
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Вот такой вот первый эпизод. Грустная история. Все пошло, как обычно, не по плану. Вот вообще в край не по плану. Ну, квестик неплох. Да, Квадро, правильно мыслишь. Ты вот сейчас очень правильно мыслишь. Как что, как игра? В принципе, игра неплоха, но я ожидал от нее чуть меньше квеста и чуть больше кинца. Понимаешь, в чем дело, Soul Hunter? Я эту игру хотел пройти с момента ее анонса разработки, в принципе, но потом как-то оно забылось. Сначала хотел дождаться, пока выйдут все эпизоды, потом оно просто забылось немножко, а потом оно вспомнилось. И, в принципе, эта игра неплохая очень даже. История довольно забавная, простенькие такие дурацкие шуточки. Почему нет? Рисовка приятная. Посидеть, поразвлекаться, насладиться вот этим вот дурачеством. Да, вполне неплохо, вполне годно. Но вот некоторые вот эти вот задачки, либо я так резко отупел, либо я не знаю. Но что-то как-то в голову не зашло. что, допустим, надо там вот записать Таннера диктофоном. Не догадался сначала. Вот вообще никак пока не сказал. А так, очень даже неплохо. Бардатейлов? Бардатейлов все-таки будет, но позже. Она будет, скорее всего, как раз после Back to the Future. Вот. Давай, доктор врач, спокойной ночи. И выздоравливай давай. Ну, что ж, ребят, на этом сегодня рубрика «Кинца на ночь» закончится.